Greetings. I'd like to talk to you for just a minute about the importance of hiring not only for skill set, but for culture fit. I've recently been introduced to a client who's got a really interesting challenge going on, and that is that he's always hired primarily for skill set. And that's really important, to make sure that you have the right person with the right skills and the right experience to do the job that you need them to do in a way that meets your expectations for performance. But one of the challenges I think that often happens for businesses is they sometimes hire for skill set without taking into consideration hiring for the right culture fit for their particular business. Now, why I think that's important is it really requires that the company think about what is the culture of their business. What do they believe? How do they like to do business? And what impact that has not only on their customers, but on their employees. For example, I don't know whether you have a really kind of strict, rigid, follow the rules kind of business environment. And if that's working for you, that's an excellent thing. But I also know that some businesses have a far more relaxed kind of entrepreneurial business culture that allows for a little banter that goes back and forth. And I know that that's comfortable for some employees, but not comfortable for other employees. On the other end of that, I know some businesses that are very, very concerned about social, environmental, and economic responsibility, and they really, the idea of doing business ethically isn't just an important consideration for them, it's built into their mission statement. And so when people come to work for them, it's really important that really in the forefront of how they do business and who they do business with is this whole idea of ethics and responsibility. Again, every single business has its own personality. And especially in the entrepreneurial world, I say that every business takes on the personality of the entrepreneur themselves. And so therefore, when you as the entrepreneur are looking to hire people not only to do the job, but I think you have to think about, is this person a good culture fit or a good personality fit for you as the owner, and therefore will reflect as a good culture fit for your business as a whole. I know that that's an interesting balance, because I will share with you that many a business who's hired someone who had just incredible credentials and a great skill set, but just didn't fit into the company. And I can imagine that many of you can think of at least one or two examples of places that you've either worked or people that you've hired who've been in your shop who just didn't fit. And unfortunately, they can be quite counterproductive for your organization. So keep in mind, culture is as important as skill set. And if you as a business are trying to figure out what your culture is and how that impacts your hiring process and how to build your hiring process around culture fit, I'd be more than happy to talk to you about that process. Until then, take care and be well.